Guillermo, thank you so much for speaking with us on the House of Wellness. You have co-developed the first ever transient electronic bandage. Can you please explain to us what is so special about this invention?
The concept is based on the fact that we all have this natural electric field throughout our bodies, right? Specifically in our skin as well. And our skin is a barrier against the external world. When that barrier is broken or you have a breach, that also disrupts that electrical balance. So what we attempted to do was to help restore or create a gradient of charges on electrical field throughout the area of the wound to help speed up the rate at which cells would move into that wound area using an electric field. Now, we've known for years that electrotherapy can, in fact, potentially speed up wounds in the clinic, in the hospital setting. The problem, though, is that many of these devices are bulky, they're very large. You have to do it at the hospital. You just can't go home. So what we've done, we've effectively taken what people have been trying to do over the years in a hospital setting in a very inefficient way, and we've miniaturized it to be able to fit any wounds.
And it's controlled remotely?
Yes, everything is wireless. There are no batteries in this case in the experiments that we did. So there are two electrodes, one that goes around the perimeter or the area of the wound itself. The second electrode that looks like a little flower goes directly in the middle of the wound. This pair of electrodes, they connect to the electrical circuit component, which could be anywhere in your body. From there to the computer or your telephone or your iPad, whatever tablet, whatever mechanism or method you use to communicate with the device, that's wireless. So you can control the dose, you can control when it's on or off. You can receive information about the wound, whether or not it's still open or not. So yes, it is wireless.
And then when the healing is done, it absorbs into the skin. This feels like science fiction to me.
Yes, once the healing is done and it has completely encased the electrode, the small flower-looking one that's in the middle of the wound, that flower-looking electrode goes away simply, by dissolving over time. And it does not interfere with the normal healing process.
And how much quicker is the healing process when using this amazing invention?
If we calculate it compared to, for example, more traditional approaches, which is basically saline and a traditional dressing, it was about 30% faster, the closing, using our approach with the voltage being applied to the wound.
Who will benefit most from this incredible technology?
We designed this technology to help diabetics that develop these chronic wounds or wounds that are impaired. In other words, these are sores that 15 to 30% of diabetics will develop at some point in their life. If you're healthy, you typically don't need help or extra help to close or heal. So in fact, if you try to do this on a healthy animal, you don't really see an increase in acceleration in there.
You've been trialling this, but not yet on humans?
That's correct. So this work is all in preclinical studies. These were done in rodents. We are working to do these in a higher level preclinical models, such as swine, which are the skin structure is more similar to humans. And hopefully within the next year or two, we hope to be in patients, actually applying this to diabetics.